That was Thomas Varghese there. Well, seeing that we're talking about retail, I might as well confess, I love shopping. Now, one company in Mumbai reckons it's found a way to tap into this subconscious feeling and use it to boost sales. So just how safe are we from stealth selling? And is there anything we can do to protect our minds and money? Ben Richardson has been delving deep into the shopper's psyche to find out.
Dicing with death. Satish has a job that puts him right in harm's way. A former ad executive, he's been trying to stop fatalities on Mumbai's railway. Surrounded by slums, the tracks are used as roads and are crossed illegally thousands of times a day. But Satish doesn't do traditional market research. Instead, he watches people and takes secret photos and films.
We kind of believe in not speaking with people, in not asking people questions, but it's all about observation, because what we also believe is that current behavior is a great indication of what future behavior is. So if you understand how people are currently behaving, you can shape and predict the way their future behavior is going to be. So what we do is just understand current behavior, and no better way to understand current behavior than observation.
Back at his firm's headquarters, Satish and his colleagues look for ways to change human behavior. According to FinalMile, the company he works for, 95% of our actions happen subconsciously. According to one of the firm's founders, Biju Dominic, they're one of the few companies in the world following this method, and they've had some success in changing the way we shop.
So many times what we realize is that if the consumer doesn't really want that particular product, how much ever we try to do, we are not going to, all these techniques are not going to help you to make him buy that particular product. But what we can do is, he is almost thinking of buying it, and we just need to be nudged to the other side. Or there are 3 brands in the same category, and he doesn't know which brand. Should I buy this brand, or should I buy this particular brand? And it's a choice between these two. Now, using these techniques, I can nudge him onto this particular brand.
Shopper Stop is one company that's seen the Indian market change firsthand. Since opening their first mall in 1991, the average spend of its customers has risen to as much as $5,000 a year. Key to that growth has been understanding exactly what Indian consumers are looking for.
So if you look at, for example, a Delhi guy, he starts his morning breakfast with the paratha. A Mumbai guy starts his morning breakfast with what we call as poha. If you go down south, he starts with the idli. Now each one of them, those tastes also filter down in the way they behave, in the way they kind of shop, in the kind of clothing that they shop. So that differential, unless or until you understand, you will not able to really satisfy that customer. That's very important. So anyone who's entering retail, whether it's Indian or international, has to understand the customer, the differentials within India, and then really target themselves well.
India has the potential to be a massive retail market. In size, it's twice as big as the US and European Union combined. Already, spending is on the rise. But what makes India particularly attractive is that for a relatively new market, many consumers already have shopping on the brain.
That was Ben Richardson there with that report. Well, that's all we have time for on this week's show, but do join us again next weekend when we will be asking if it's time to start cooling off India's economy and whether the government stimulus package should stay or go. Now, in the meantime, if you've got any questions or would just like to get in touch with us, do send us an email at asiaviz@bbc.co.uk. From all the team here at India Business Report, thanks so much for your company. Have a great week, do some great business. I'm Del Nazirani, and I'll see you next week.